So far in Project Giddy-Up, we've handed the keys to Angus Fogg and let him run ragged around the Hampton Downs racetrack. We then took it over to Sam at CTB Performance with some interesting results from the dyno.
It's a starting point, it's nothing too impressive.
Good talk though, eh?
Yeah, it's not bad.
We visited stocks to sort the suspension.
Well, the best shock we think for this sort of purpose is coning, because basically you've got adjustability with the coning split with dampening adjustment. So you can soften it for road use, stiffen it for track use, or whatever suits. You can set it up how you want it.
We talked about stopping power with race brakes.
The road pads that come with the Mustang are actually very good from A to B commuter point of view, so we're going to leave that alone because if it's not broke, we don't need to fix it. But what we are going to do, there are pads that do road work and track work,
yes, but
we want to go higher up the food chain.
And now that the engine and running gear is out, the beast is ready for its makeover. Hello and welcome to another short fire episode of Project Giddy-Up, and of course this is the project where we turn a average Mustang hopefully into something really cool. We've been through the engine part of it and we've dynoed it, we've talked about suspension, we've talked about springs, and there will be a bit of brakes as well. But there's also another major part, of it, and that's making it look good. Because Foggy, well, it's all about him, and if he is going to be driving it at the track, he wants to look good, and of course, if they hand me the keys, well, I want to look good as well, as I'm doing bad laps around Queen Street. Now, the guy who is going to help us look good is Steve Neuer from Moselle Panel and Paint. And Steve, it is actually quite a big project, but you've got some ideas on what you can and can't do. Where should we start?
Well, we don't know where to start. Really, we should probably give it back to Foggy and let him wreck it, and then we know where to start, because we always fix his problems.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, well, we've been given a kit from the States.
Okay.
Fiberglass bonnet, fiberglass front end, some spoilers on the rear. The spoilers on the rear we've sort of had a little bit of a play with. They're fitting really well.
Yes.
We've had a little look at the bonnet. That's not so well.
Okay.
The front splitter, not so well, but we can work with the front splitter. We're still deciding whether we can work with the bonnet. If we don't work with the fiberglass bonnet,
yes,
we're going to have to work with the steel bonnet,
yes,
which we've done before, and we'll put the scoop in the steel bonnet.
Okay, and that's why it's come to you, because you guys do happen to know what you're doing. So these fiberglass kits, is it a normal thing for people wanting to build these kind of projects?
Yes and no.
Okay.
I mean, at the end of the day, you get what you pay for, but I do believe they paid good money for this. The other thing is you pay good money, and if you're receiving stuff from offshore, once they send it to you, it's pretty hard to send back.
Okay, so you're going to work miracles. So we're happy with the rear end stuff, happy reasonably with the splitter, not so with the bonnet.
No, not so with the bonnet.
Okay.
The main problem with the bonnet, it has no strength in it. So with the hinges going up and down all the time, I think it's going to break its back over time. So we don't want to have it 6 months down the road and then we've got a bonnet that's cracked in half, and it's pretty useless for anybody.
And this is exactly why it has come to you, as I've said. So once you've sorted all that, the next project is what? Once everything's fitted and lined up and you've shaved and you've messed around and you've got everything looking absolutely spick and span, what do you do then?
Then we're going to send it down to the paint shop, and do a big prep work. The actual structure of the car is pretty good.
So when you say prep work, do you have to sand it right back to
the
bare metal?
No, we're not going back to bare metal. We're just going to take the shine off it. There will be a little door ding here and there. We're going to repair up, a little bit of primer there, and then it's going to get painted in PVG pepper grey. They're still working on the stripes. I think they want to have ghost stripes. We're sort of undecided on that, but it's going to look pretty good when we're done. Okay,
so the process is fit fiberglass bits. If one part can't be fitted, work with what you've got.
Work with what we've got.
Then it goes to the panel and paint, and you strip the gloss off, you get it prepped, and you spray and you make it look shiny and beautiful.
That's it.
It's that easy?
Well, it sounds that easy.
Yeah, sounds easy.
We'll make it look that easy.
Yeah.
But between the time, it's still amount of time and hours that go into it. But it's going to be painted inside and out, so there is a little bit of prep work going inside the door frames and the door jambs, and the same as the boot. That will take the time. The outside will be pretty straightforward.
Okay, well, see, there we go. It sounds easy, but that's why it is at Moselle Panel and Paint. And what we'll do is we will show you the progress of all this work that these guys are doing. And yes, it is hours and hours of work. So Steve and the boys are going to get into it now. And we'll see you in the next episode.